Happy Thursday evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight for another session of worship from the living room. It's a little darker in here than what it was last time.
I think we have those lamps on.
Alexa, turn on the lamps. Let's see if that works. Let me see. There we go. Didn't really make a difference. Anyway, hey, that's what happens when it's live from the living room. We were out of town this week up until yesterday, so we really didn't get a chance to do any promotion, or I don't know. So that would be a misstatement. We had a chance, I'm sure, but we did not do any promotion. So it'll be interesting to see how many people remember to show up and tune in tonight. That being said, we had a couple of requests. We're going to try to hit those tonight, as well as just share some worship songs that were on our hearts. So, anything you'd like to add, my love?
Nope.
No?
You pretty much said it all.
I pretty much said it all.
It was nice to get a different view than my living room.
You mean this last few days?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We went to.
What's for dinner?
Thank you, Alexa, for interrupting our live stream. We went to Mississippi to go visit my dad, my stepmom, and spend some time there, doing a whole lot of nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
But I mean, that's no different than what we were doing here. We just
This
did
is very
nothing.
true.
We did nothing.
We did
somewhere
nothing.
else.
Yeah, someplace else.
Brought my parents one of those Amazon Echo devices so they can have that little personal assistant. Of course, they insist on calling her Alexis, and I don't know that that's going to be able to be fixed. But you know, as long as it works, that's all right. So, Dad, if you ever see this, I love you. Ollie, I love you too. Thank you for putting up with that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, without further ado, we're going to jump right in. And just a reminder, if you have songs that you'd like us to do in a current or a future session, just let us know, and we'll do what we can to fit them in.
Yep.
There have been a couple of requests that will probably be pretty hard to work in. Mark. I don't think the Christmas song is going to happen.
Does he keep doing this?
He did it last
one?
week. Last week too. You know, I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. What was that called again? Santa what?
Oh, I can't remember.
I'm sure, Mark, if you're watching, you'll.
Thank you, Fansler.
Yeah,
Appreciate
you'll
it.
shoot us a message or something to let us know. Let me turn the volume down on that. Just want to be able to see the comments if any come in. By the way, those requests, as well as your comments, your words of encouragement, turn your volume down, will all be, or we'll get those if you want to send them via response, comments to the stream, or if you want to send us messages or what have you, then we will do our best, like I said, to fit them in. So, with that said, I'm going to try to remember to stop looking at this or stop looking at the television screen and actually look at the camera.
I know, it's really hard.
All the people are inside that,
I know.
that little camera. So, anyway, without further ado, again, further ado. Let's see here.
My hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest friend, but wholly trust in Jesus' name. trust, the sweetest frame, but wholly trust in Jesus' name. Christ alone, cornerstone, weak made strong in the Savior's love. Through the storm, He exalts, Lord of all. When darkness seems to hide His face, I rest on His unchanging grace. In every high and stormy gale, my anchor holds within the veil. My anchor holds within the veil. Christ alone, cornerstone, weak made strong in the Savior's love. Through the storm, He is Lord, Lord of all. He shall come with trumpet sound. Oh, may I then in Him be found, dressed in His righteousness alone, faultless to stand before the throne. There's a scripture verse, I think it's in Hebrews, and for the life of me, I can't remember the reference right now. But it talks about the forerunner has gone before and secured our faith. He's anchored our faith. And I remember years ago sitting in a Sunday school class hearing what that meant for the first time. Eric Brand, if you see this, I'm giving you props here, but the forerunner was a small ship or a small boat that would come out and meet a ship as it came into the harbor. Because the captain of that boat may not be familiar with that harbor, and he may not know where the secure place to tie off and to drop anchor would be. So that forerunner comes out and it's carrying someone who is very knowledgeable of that port, and they have the anchor lowered down to them from the ship, and then they carry on that small boat, that forerunner, they carry the anchor to a place where it can be secured, where it's known to be safe, where the ship won't be tossed about and torn from its moorings if the tide changes or the winds change. And when this song talks about my anchor holds within the veil, it's because Christ is our forerunner, and He's come out to meet us where we are. And the anchor of our faith is placed into His hands, and He secures that faith inside what was known as the Holy of Holies, the part of the temple that no one could go to except for the high priest. But if you remember in the story of Easter, we've heard about the veil being torn, that division between where God resided in that Holy of Holies and us, the sinful people that He came to save, has been torn. There's no longer a separation. There's no longer a divide. And Christ takes our faith and secures it in that Holy of Holies, in God's presence. I just think it's a beautiful illustration. Christ alone. Christ alone, cornerstone, weak
He is Lord of all, and He has secured our faith where we could never reach without Him. Take a little sip here. Ooh. Put quite a bit of lemon in that one.
Sorry.
All right. Well, Ed, I think you requested this at some point, but I think it was you. I know somebody did, and it would make sense that it's you because this is, kind of the song you have latched onto, or at least you were. So we're gonna do a little vertical worship. Yes, I will. Let me pop my knuckles here real quick because they're getting cramped up. All right. Mary, tell Ed this song is for him. I saw you just joined, so call him real quick. I'll give you 3 seconds. 2, 1. Hang on, I'm having a cranial moment here. I count on one thing, the same God that never fails will not fail me now. You won't fail me now in the waiting. The same God who's never late is working all things out, working all things out. And yes, I will lift you high in the lowest valley. Yes, I will bless your name. Oh, yes, I will sing for joy when my heart is heavy and all my days. Oh, yes, I will. Count on one thing, the same God that never fails will not fail me now. You won't fail me now in the waiting. The same God who's never late is working all things out. You're working all things out. Oh yes, I will lift you high in the lowest valley. Yes, I will bless your name. Oh, yes, I will sing for joy when my heart is heavy in all my days. Oh, yes, I will for all my days. Oh, yes, I will, and I choose to praise, to glorify the name of all names. And nothing can stand against, and I choose to praise, to glorify the name of all names. Nothing can stand against, and I choose to praise, to glorify the name of all names. Nothing can stand against, and I choose to praise, to glorify the name of all names. Nothing can stand against. Oh yes, I will lift you high in the lowest valley. Yes, I will bless your name. Oh yes, I will sing for joy when my heart is heavy in all my days. Oh yes, I will for all my days. Oh yes, I will for all my days. know, Mary, the volume's a little low. We don't have a sound man here to help us out and keep things balanced out. This whole separation thing that we've got going on, we just can't bring the tech crew into the house. I guess we could. If I brought, Jennifer, Kathy, Kaylee, Little Mary, Ed. Well, we'd still need a sound man, but love you, Ed. I'm just messing with you.
Wow. It's getting rough in here.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting kind of punchy. Didn't get much sleep last night. Wait, I can't put that away yet. I still need it. My cheater.
Mm-hmm.
My cheater. Boys and girls, this is the solution to not learning all of the chords on the guitar. You just learn the key of G and then move the capo around. It works most of the time. All right. Mary, Ed will need to come help. So if you're confused because you're not seeing some of these messages I'm responding to, we're on Facebook, my Facebook, we're on the church's Facebook, we're on the church's YouTube.
I have a watch party.
We should be on my YouTube. Ashley has a watch party going on.
And it's really cool because I got friends from high school who are watching.
Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Maybe you'll get a request or two, and just remember worship songs. Okay, we're not going to do a Thursday night of Ashley singing the entire soundtrack of Wicked by herself.
That would be so much fun, though.
It would be fun for you. Maybe we'll have a night, some night when we'll do something like that.
Okay.
But do some. Don't stop believing. Some fun stuff like that. But for now, this is worship from the living room.
I know.
Yeah.
We could do my favorite Lauren Daigle song.
Yeah. Worship from the living room, not be confused with living room worship, because we really don't like our living room that much.
No, we really don't.
Let's see if I can play this thing at all.
I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. Ooh, oh, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing, and you say I am strong when I think I am weak, and you say I am held when I am falling short, and when I don't belong, oh, you say I am yours, and I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe the only thing that matters now is everything you think of me. In you I find my worth, in you I find my identity. Ooh, oh, and you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing, and you say I am strong when I think I am weak, and you say I am held when I am falling short, and when I don't belong, oh, you say I am yours, and I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe Ooh, oh, and you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. And you say I am strong when I think I am weak. And you say I am held when I am falling short. And when I don't belong, oh, you say I am yours. And I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe, oh, I believe, yes, I believe what you say of me. I believe.
Beautiful song. And really cool to see Lauren Daigle getting some airtime really in the secular world. It's pretty cool. She, unlike some Christian artists in the past that have kind of broken through to the secular side, she didn't, at least with this album, didn't compromise anything. She didn't say, I'm going to record a pop album and try to get on the secular charts that way. No, the world just embraced, especially that song. And sometimes it's hard to believe, right? I mean, I'll be the first to admit there have been times in my life. I'm not going to say this is a problem I wrestle with, but there have been times in my life where the situation has gotten so dark, so grim that it has shaken me down to my foundation to say, this is the time to decide. Do you really believe what it is that you throw out there to the world? That you follow Christ regardless. And fortunately, what I believe is genuine, and it resonates with me as truth. Anybody wants to tell me there's not a God, hey, I got plenty of proof in my own life, in my own walk. I've experienced Him to know that He's real, to know that I can believe, and He has been faithful every step of the way. We've seen it time and again. By the way, Dusty's watching now. Our pastor's watching, so
I see that.
That's see my shirt buttoned up all the way. Do I look presentable? One more.
Sorry, it's really lemony.
Woo! Woo! Girl, that'll make you shout.
Sorry.
It's almost sour enough to make you shout stuff you don't want to say in public. No, thank you for my water with lemon juice.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Of course, she has an ulterior motive. It means I'm not drinking Coke. As a diabetic, that would be
Not very good.
Anyway, so one of my lifelong best friends, Billy, we let's see, I think it was about the 7th, 8th grade, 9th grade, somewhere around there, where our lives kind of crossed paths, and we became best friends, and it proceeded to develop into really a brotherhood. And so Billy sent this request in last week, and it's not a modern worship song, so you hymn lovers, we'll give you a chance to get settled in. But of all the hymns that I grew up with, this is probably the one that I love the most. And I asked my much younger bride here and the other night, I said, do you know this song? And
She
she's
forgets.
like, yeah, I do.
Hello.
I'm sorry, I thought all you knew, the earliest song you knew was As the Deer Panteth for the Water.
No.
Shout to the Lord, all the earth, let us sing. Okay. No?
No.
Okay. All right.
It's all
So
good.
Billy, this is your request. hope we can satisfy that itch that you got for this song. On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners was slain.
So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown.
To the old rugged cross I will ever be true. His shame and reproach gladly bear. Then he'll call me someday to that home far away, where his glory forever I'll share.
So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown.
And the old rugged cross made the difference in a life bound for heartache and defeat. I will praise him forever and ever, for the cross made the difference for me. For the cross made the difference for me. Yeah, I just completely made up that whole guitar thing at the end of it. But yeah, I am not. If you couldn't tell, I am not the big guitar player. I do it because that's what a worship leader's supposed to do. It's in the job description. You have to wear skinny jeans. So Vince Smith, it's in my job description. You always gave me a hard time about it. You have to wear skinny jeans. And you have to play an acoustic guitar. And in fact, it begins to be so much of a instinctive habit to play the guitar that I've known at least one worship leader who led one Sunday without a guitar, and the entire time his hand did this. The entire time, as if he was actually strumming. So, I'm not going to name any names because I don't want to embarrass Ben, but it was awesome. It was awesome. And anyway, we did this song last week, and we're gonna close with it tonight. Not just because we just love the song, but
This is true.
because this was another one of the requests. So, Jennifer, this one, I know you didn't think you were going to get it because we did it last week, but hey, we aim to please. So, anyway, yeah, let's just get right into it. You know what? I'm going to take the capo off and just do it a half step lower because, in fact, let me, there's the culprit. That ought to work.
I love you, Lord. Oh, your mercy never fails me. And all my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, I will sing of the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every prayer that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire in darkest nights. You are close like no other. I've known you as a father. I've known you as a friend. And I have lived in the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Oh, 'cause your goodness is running after, it's running after me. 'Cause your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down, I surrender now. I give you everything. 'Cause your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Say it again. 'Cause your goodness is running after, it's running after me. 'Cause your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid out, I surrender now. I give you everything. 'Cause your goodness is running after, it's running after me. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of of the goodness of God. I will sing of the goodness of God. 'Cause your goodness is running after, it's running after me. 'Cause your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down, I surrender now. I give you everything. 'Cause your goodness is running after, it's running after me.
Whoo! Yeah. Hey, is there one more hiding behind that?
There is. One we haven't done in a long time.
Oh yeah, we haven't done that one in a while. Great song. I think this was the one before Yes I Will that was kind of the song that we all latched to.
Mhm.
But, wow. Till I hadn't played in a week. I know some of you are like, a week? It sounds more like you hadn't played in 10 years. All right. Sorry, that's bothering me. I just got to check it again here. Of course, that intro there. Did any of y'all watch The Masked Singer? It has definitely become one of our go-to shows. You know, we get home from church on Wednesday nights or when we're recording or what have you, and first thing we do is pop open the app to watch it. It's recorded. I'm not going to say what networks we use. I don't want to sponsor anybody. I'm trusting the tuner on the guitar.
Were you going somewhere with that?
Oh yeah, I was going somewhere with it. Thank you. Because this song, when it started out, it was.
Oh, yes.
We both lie silent, still in the dead of the night.
The banana.
And you just gave it away.
I totally did.
You just ruined it.
If you haven't watched Masked Singer, I'm so sorry.
Can't take you anywhere. At least not without a muzzle.
Come on, let's finish
Okay, all right, here we go. Last song. So, got those requests, send them in. One more thing before we do our last song. A quick word from our sponsor. Oh, that's right, we don't have a sponsor because we're doing this because it's fun. But that being said, let me hit this little button right here. Our church, just like your home church, if you have a home church, needs your gifts, needs your support today in this current situation more than ever. So, and why? Because typically when people aren't sitting in the pews or sitting in the chairs in the room, giving tends to diminish somewhat. So I know it's affected our church. I know it's affected the churches of plenty of others that I've spoken with over the last few weeks. And so one last time, let's see if it'll pop up there again. I bet I can make it if I do this.
Oh.
That's us. That's us. And
Oh.
I'm gonna figure out how to work this thing. There it is. There it is. Drop on by our website if you don't have a regular church you support, or if God lays it on your heart to be particularly generous and send a donation. Just send it into our church's general fund. We don't get anything from it. We don't want anything from it. We just want to see the kingdom work that our church is accomplishing continue. And that's both here locally and around the nation, around the world. So, that being said,
worthy of every song we could
worthy of all the praise we could ever bring, worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, the name above every other name. Jesus, the only one who could ever save. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Oh, we live for you. And holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder and show me who you are, and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. Worthy of every song we could ever sing, worthy of all the praise we could ever bring, worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Oh, we live for you. Holy, holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder and show me who you are, and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. Oh, holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder and show me who you are, and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. And I will build my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation, and I will put my trust in you alone, and I will not be shaken, and I will build my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation, and I will put my trust in you alone, and I will not be holy and holy. There is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder and show me who you are, and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. And I will build my life on your love. It is a firm foundation. I will put my trust in you alone, and I will not be shaken.
Yeah, that song's going to come back into the rotation.
I think it needs to.
While I do so. Well, this concludes our regularly scheduled program for this evening. We are so grateful that you chose to spend a little time with us, whether it's here live or later on in the week. And we pray that this is ministering to your heart. Send us some feedback. Let us know what you think. Is this a good thing? Is this meh? I'd rather be watching TV. My Thursday night stories are on. And if you tell me your Thursday night stories are on, I'm going to tell you, get a DVR and record your stories, and let's worship together on Thursdays at 7. Okay? No, seriously. Anything, babe?
No, nothing.
Right. Hey, you know what? We're going to be out of this whole quarantine, isolation world very soon. It may not look exactly the same at first when we get out of it, but to be back out in the world. But we're going to be okay, and we're going to be okay together. We've gotten through the isolation together, and we will get through what comes next. I did, if you hadn't read the newsletter yet, Wattle Street folks, I did make a comment in there that I wanted to expound upon more, but I get too long-winded like now. But I said in the newsletter, essentially, let's look at this situation that we're in with a different mindset, a different perspective than what the world is. Let's look at this and find the silver linings. Let's find the blessings in this. Things like being able to spend more time with family. Things like being able to get out of the grind on the commute there and back. I went to my office this morning, came back this afternoon. I don't miss that driving at all. But probably most importantly of all, let's look at this as an opportunity to just reshift our focus. Spend more time in God's Word, spend more time in prayer, spend more time getting close to our Daddy. And as an extension of that, go out for a walk. You're going to see more neighbors outside right now. If you haven't noticed, there's more people out and about right now. Probably a lot of them because they're saying kids get out of the house before one of us dies. But, it's happening. People are out in the neighborhoods. They're walking around the blocks. Introduce yourself. Invite them to join us on Sunday mornings at wattlestreet.org at 10:45. Hey, if you're not doing anything at 10:45 on Sunday mornings, you can join us too. But I would venture to guess that the people that we talk to, the people that we would otherwise invite to church, physically come to our church, we all know there's a good percentage of those that will decline for whatever reason. But it's a lot less confrontational for them, a lot less off-putting for them to fire up their browser, open up their YouTube app on their smartphone and join in and just kind of see what it's all about. I promise you, if you've got people in your circles that have never been to church or never been to a Christian church or never been to a Protestant church or a Baptist church, whatever label you want to throw on it, there's probably a good percentage of them that have at least a modicum of curiosity that they might tune in. And, so this is your opportunity to reach those people. Reach those people that you normally could not reach because it just wouldn't be, you knew going into it it'd be a losing battle. So let's throw some seeds out there and let's see what kind of ground they fall on. All right. Thanks for tuning in. We love each and every one of you. And we look forward to seeing you not only next Thursday night, same bat time, same bat channel.
That's Sunday morning.
But Sunday morning, 10:45. That's right. Wattlestreet.org. It's WADDILL. Street is spelled out. .org. You can catch our live streams there. You can go to YouTube.com, search for Wattle Street. Go to Facebook, search for Wattle Street. You'll find us there, streaming live, 10:45 Sunday morning. Thanks. God bless you. We'll check you next time. Bye-bye.